if we confirm that one of your employees died because of Pfizer, because of a mandate, and only got vaccinated because of your mandate, you're liable as though that person died through any kind of other negligence at the workplace, whether they got hit by a forklift or an elevator collapsed or something fell on them, and you're eligible to pay their entire lifetime wages plus pecuniary damages and things like that. We're talking millions of dollars for a single death, right? As soon as one death is confirmed, because what they're going to say is, if say you own a fish and chip shop and you have 10 people and one of them, everyone got vaccinated because they needed to, and one of them died suddenly, let's just say 28 days after their third dose, right? And it's with the coroners right now. The coroners are backlogged because of all the excess death to 2 or 3 years. Let's just say they finally come around and agree that this person got Pfizer, ended up causing myocarditis in their heart, which ultimately caused them to have a heart attack and die, right? At that point, you go, well, that person now is liable for millions of dollars. Maybe they have insurance or not. The liability of the employers for those deaths starts to go up and up and up and up. You won't be liable for people who got the jab before you mandated, which could have been a lot of people, unless you were like basically insinuating, I'm going to be mandating, you might as well get it now kind of thing, right? But for sure, anyone who mandated and died or got seriously injured, you're personally liable for. Obviously, through work cover and things like that and insurance, you might be protected, but insurance might come out and say, hang on a second, there's no way in hell I'm going to protect you for this. We didn't recommend you mandate your damn staff.
So what happens in the case of a fish and chip shop owner says, it wasn't my fault. We had a mandate by government level, along with curfews and everything else we had, where they threatened they would fine me $100,000 if I had a worker at work who wasn't with proof of vaccination. So it's not my fault.
You're an employer and the government has mandated, right? The question is, as an employer, should you get legal advice to challenge that mandate to see if the mandate's even legal? Let's say that hypothetically someone else did a judicial review and the Supreme Court concluded the government mandate was illegal. It was ultra vires. It was outside the power of what the government could do. But you're a fish and chip shop and you've mandated your workers, not yourself, but you said, well, I'm going to go to jail and get a $100,000 fine because the government has ordered if I don't or let you work unvaccinated, I'm personally liable and can go to jail. And it turns out that that mandate was illegal from the start. So you're enforcing or telling your workers to get jabbed to comply with a mandate out of fear of going jail when that mandate wasn't lawful in the first place. So I would say an employer needed to show some level of due diligence, whether they were a bank or a small business or whatever, to ascertain how long are these mandates going to exist for, and are these mandates even legal? The government never mandated sacking people, right? That was the employer's own personal choice. So that's where the employer gets tied in and gets part of the responsibility of their actions, even though it was a government mandate.
The lesson there for all of us small business owners, when the government comes along and says, you know, by law, you must purchase a dog or jump in the lake or whatever the thing is, it's in our own best interest to take a moment and pause and say, okay, but is what they're doing legal? Because I may get into trouble for this down the track, regardless of what they're saying right now.
Yeah, definitely cover your own ass. Don't sack anyone. For Christ, put them on unpaid leave or whatever.